trading futures, sharing time, fading lines through liquid signs, every loss and every climb, all dissolve inside the mind. Screens glow like city lights, heartbeat caught in the candles rise. Ticks drift through the static haze, future whispers in dead waves. Charts breathe, pulse of cold, echoes where the numbers float. Every tick a breath I chase, lost inside this market space. I'm trading futures, trading time, lines of rhythm, dollar signs. In the silence I align, between the noise and the divine.
Yeah. Afternoon stream, let's get it. Neon on the mic, yeah. Neon stepping in, yeah. Session wide awake. Night shift laid the ground. Matt set the play. Now it's midday money. Structure on the screen. Neon seeds acting holy, price moving clean. No FOMO type in the channel mode. We learned that lesson back in 24. Half gap buys when the market dips. DD bands bounce and we let it rip. Bulls on flashing like a warning light. If it's not a line, we let it slide. Patience, heavy, discipline, sharp. Room full of killers, but we play it smart. When the clock strikes noon, liquidity rising, feel that boom. Calm hands on the play, red to green, we pivot that way. The room shows up. Yeah. The room shows up. Yeah. Yeah. Volume builder, feel that shift. Market makers tryna midday drift. Fake break high, yeah, we seen that move. Liquidity pocket, we approve. Whoosh fan blowing when the entry's tight. Stops place clean, risk held right. Not gambling candles, we stacking skill. Consistency over chasing thrill. Chat moving steady, no chaos here. Green heart emojis when setup's clear. If we win together, we lose composed. Trust the system, the blueprints close. Yeah, yeah. The room shows up. Yeah. The room shows up when the clock strikes noon. The room says liquidity rising, feel that boom. The room shows up. The room shows up. Calm hands on the play, red and green, we pivot that way. The room shows up. The room shows up. The room shows up. The room shows up. Silence when the setup phones. Heartbeat with the market stones. One clean entry, breathe, don't rush. Midday pressure, but the room shows up.
What up? What up? I'm blurry. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, a little blurry. I'm a little distracted. I've been stalking this possible entry. I just jumped in short. Keeping a tight leash on this one right now. Hold on, let me just really hard to trust this here. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? What's going down? All right, let me just put on some music here. So I'm right at the apex of making a decision on this trade here. All right, so quick recap of what's going on. So caught a really good long. I was waiting for this zone all day. I caught a really good long, and then started to feel like this might be the turning point and we might go down. I'm a little bit apprehensive here, so I'm just watching this closely. Let me just show my executions real quick because that'll kind of tell the story of what's going on. I'm even on the day right now. So we had this, we had this zone. Okay, I was waiting for this zone all day. Let me zoom out. Let me go to okay, I was waiting for this zone all day. I missed the long opportunity down here at this zone down here. I was waiting for this upper zone all day. When we finally got up there, we started to mount the middle of it, the midpoint, which is a pivot that I trade off of. So I got long. I got a nice long trade off the mid pivot until the top of the zone. So it's a perfect trade, right? Perfect trade. And then, you know, I haven't hit the short button in 2 weeks. And then I started to like it to the short side. And I was trying to catch the short entry, and I just was not able to, wasn't able to get that entry dialed in. So I ended up giving back the profits from that initial long. Now I'm trying it one last time here. I'm watching this one closely. I'm not going to give it all the room I have marked up on the chart unless it starts looking really heavy. So I just put this trade on. Trying to see if we can get some selling pressure to come in. The reason I'm watching it so closely is because the market's still very squeezy. That's the reason I haven't hit the short button in 2 weeks. The market's still really squeezy, and we could easily squeeze up through this zone. One of the main reasons that I decided to try to stalk this short entry up here is because volume has, as we've got to the highs, volume's really died down, and there was healthier volume when we were lower, and it seemed like we were transacting pretty healthy down there. So the fact that we've got up here and volume has thinned out, I don't know. That's supporting my thesis to the short side. So I'm not looking. I haven't looked at chat yet, guys, just because I'm just keeping a close eye on this. Let me pop out chat. I just don't want to. I don't want to all of a sudden get squeezed out of this, which is very possible. Pop out chat. Because this trade is not as. This trade is not a 70% trade. This is a 60. This feels like 65%. So I'm not, you know, I'm not feeling like all warm and fuzzy about this entry. So, I'm gonna need to see some selling step in really quickly. Healthy selling to step in, or I'm going to cut this one. This is the only zone. This is really the only place that I had to take a safe short entry today. It was a good long as well. I'm just, volume really thinned up out here. So I don't know. I'm just keeping a close eye on it. Okay, I'm trying to read back through chat now. This is unfortunately just not a set it and forget it kind of trade, just because the market's so squeezy. So, so you know, I haven't just, you know, I threw my stop on the chart, but I threw my stop on the chart. Uh-oh, this is cold. So we'll see. What's going on, fam? What's going on? We got some giveaways today. We got some giveaways. Welcome to the room. The room shows up. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so just keep an eye on this here, because we could easily squeeze through these highs. Squeezy, squeezy. Just one more chance with you. What's your guys' bias out there been today? I was long biased until we got to this zone. Now at this zone, my bias at this zone was technically neutral, but what caused me to prefer it to the short side is because volume thinned out towards the top of this zone. So I don't know. It just seems like it seems really hollow up here. It seems really hollow up here. Now I don't know if it's just lack of participation, timing wise, or if it's actually just that there's lack of participants overall up here. So we'll see. I'm looking for us to come back into this. I'm looking for us to come back into this decision block. That's what I'm looking for. I'm liquidity. Oh, I am liquidity. I was gonna mod you up today. You're modded up. Nice. What's up, brother? Your bias has been this market is ass, but you're a mod now, so it's a good day. Oh, nice. Yeah, I couldn't find you. I couldn't find you on Discord because I wanted to send you a message on Discord first. I'm not very good at Discord though. I don't go on there very often, but I try to find you. I couldn't find you on there. Let's see. I don't know. Watching this one closely, guys. I'm kind of I was a little premature on my entry on the short side. My long was really solid. My long was long at the mid pivot, took profit at the top. But you could see, like, I gave it back in here. I was trying to scalp into the short side and I just couldn't find the entry. But as we move back up into this stable block one more time, and we seem to be pausing, it just feels like this might be the turning point. So I don't know. I have not liked the short side trade for 2 weeks. It's just been so squeezy. But to me, if there is a short opportunity in the market, this is one that I, you know, feel like I had no choice but to take a stab at this one because of the conditions I'm seeing. Not my favorite trade, but listen, it feels like 65%, so I feel like I had no choice. I'll keep a tight leash on it. Liquidity, definitely would love to hear the song. This, just because we're so squeezy, I'm just pretty laser focused on this trade right now. Just because we've been so squeezy. Because I feel like we're either going to roll it, we're either going to get some nice directional downward drive off of this, or we're going to squeeze, or it's going to fake me out and we're going to squeeze right up. So I'm just trying not to get squeezed here. This is an entry I had to take, but this is not an entry I enjoy taking. We've just been in a squeezy environment. We've just been in a squeezy environment. Let's see here. If we get some, because of the sketchiness we've been seeing in the market, I don't know. It seems to me, this session has been very I don't know if it's a word, catalytic. There seems to have been catalysts sprinkled in throughout this entire session. There's been irrational whippage throughout this entire session, and it all seems to have been to the long side. So, you know, I don't know. It almost felt like every catalytic move on the chart was trying to drive it higher, but it felt so artificial. It almost felt like there was fake catalysts driving the market up so that people in the know almost could get short. You know, this feels like a heavily manipulated session to me. What the hell's going on right now? Why did that stop just move? Oh, you know what? I have my executor set up to auto trail to stop. It just feels like a very manipulated session. So, feels like a very manipulated session. Can I adjust this order to 2? There we go. Boosted Time said how to come up with my TPs on this. I'm just trading this one fluidly. There's no, I'm just trading this one fluidly. There's really there's no exact TP. If we get a sudden catalytic move down, I'll take profit. But if it looks like we're going to start squeezing back through the highs, I'm going to cut this trade. 299 people in the house. Guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Hey, Mike H. One thing I noticed, and I'm quite impressed, Brad just says your name with such confidence, with no pause, no 1-1000, no 2-1000. I'm just not there yet. I can't do that. I gotta pause. Mike, 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000, 4-1000. I was on Darb stream last night. He just flows right through it. He don't give up. That man is just like, he just says it. I'm like, dude, how do I get there? You know? Brad says just rip the Band-Aid off. All right, ready, guys? Hey, Mike Hawksball's in the house. What's up, Mike Hawksballs? Good to have you here, brother. That's how Brad rolls. All right, first pivot. I should have had an order there. 19, 20. All right, take off a third there. Watching the tape very closely here. All right, give me 27 points.
Listen, pop, state of mind. Midnight calls that never come through. Dial tones that sound like deja vu. Your perfume still in the air. I turn around, but you're not there. You're the steady late night dreams. Flashback on a laser beams, but I still.
What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Okay, hold on. Damn, DD ratio still 88. Come on. Just stuck in a giant bull zone. What's our 2K tick look like?
Listen, pop, state of mind. Listen, pop, state of mind.
Bank robber trading. Jake from State Farm. What's up, people? FL Trader Matt's in the house. What the heck's in the house? Arcade Gaming's in the house. What's up, people?
Caught between the strobe and the stars above.
What's up, my dogs? Roga the Lamb in the house. Man, the short side of this market has just been... This is a reminder why I haven't pressed the short button in 2 weeks. This trade is a reminder of it. Short side of this market has been a pain. It's just been a pain. Short side of this market has just been a total pain. What are we gonna get? Another whippage catalyst to the long side in here? Let's see. Let's see what we got in the chat here. At least my rocket scooter's not locked up. Stand by.
After midnight, I still see your face in the review and the smoke and the bass. You're the high that I can't replace, and I don't wanna come down. Don't wanna keep every heartbeat cuts too deep, and I don't wanna come down. Don't wanna come down.
I've lost my connection, so I flattened. Are you guys still seeing the stream? You guys still seeing the stream? Test. Good now? All right. So I have this on in my main account, so I just had to flatten it. I did it from my phone. Now I'm just trying to see what's going on with the props. All right. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, God, that was never nice when you got a trade on and your stuff locks up. All right. All right. I flattened, so that's fine. It's Fly Dice says live a little. Yeah, no, not. I don't mind. Yeah. Let's get this back on. Okay. Is it still locked up? Oh, hold on. Let me see what chat's saying. Let me see what chat's saying. What are you scoundrels saying out there? What are you scoundrels saying out there? There we go. All right. Oh, it's... Hold on a second. Oh, you know what? I'm flat. Check the log. What the hell's going on here? Oh, you know what? The trade copy was still running. So when I flattened it from my... When I flattened it on my main account from my phone, it flattened the... Okay, everything's flat. Okay. All right, let me get my layout fixed now. Hold on. All right, well, at least I know the trade copier worked in an emergency situation like that. Okay. All right. We're back. We're back. Let me reset this layout here. Okay. Workspaces. Close. All right. Workspaces. All right, we'll have this back up in 2 seconds. Thank you for your patience, guys. Little Ninja Trader issue. Little Ninja Trader issue. Who out there uses Ninja Trader and has to restart all the time? Who out there uses Ninja Trader and has it lock up while you're in a trade? SR20 never has to restart it? Damn, my dog. Good for you. I don't know, maybe I got a memory leak in my algo or something. Who knows? But honestly, you know what? Even if I disable my algo, my shit still locks up all the time. The algo's pretty intensive though. The algo's pretty intensive. Cause it watches every print. Okay, here we go. Velocity. Seeds. Alright. There we go. Alright, well, the trade got flattened, but whatever, it's fine. Let me just post a P&L. Better than me locking up and it squeezing me out while I'm still trying to get out. Okay. Let me get situated here. Guys, smash that like button for the Ninja Trader catastrophes. I think that's the first time that's happened since I started stream that Ninja Trader's locked up. Maybe the second time. All right, let's see here. Roga the Lamb's in the house. Properties. Where's the screenshot? This, okay. All right, there we go. Okay.
You're driving me insane, boy. Can't keep my
Chat situated. Guys, who was on Darb stream last night? Darb had a banger stream last night.
and I'm lost without you.
Total banger. There was like 1,500 people there. It was a good time. Okay. Me, It's Burn was there. Roga the Lamb, Liquidity 2. All right, let's zoom in here on our chart. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on. You know what? My trade geometry's not drawn and I gotta redraw it. We got giveaways today. Let's see what we're giving away while I get everything back situated. All right. We got, whoa. We got 3 giveaways today, fam. We got an ETF 10K fast track. We got a funded next 25K rapido. And we've got a My Funded Futures 50K rapido. Nice. Darb was there. Hey, Darb was there. Darb was there. I just saw that in chat. Darb was there. Sir Darb was there. Okay. It was an out-of-body experience? Dude, it was like 7:15, 7:20, something like that. And I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot about the stream. Let me jump on. So you know how when you're in YouTube and you like scroll, it will say how many people are viewing at the present time. And it was like 1,000. It was like 15 minutes into the stream. I was like, what? I was like, what's going on over here? It's a damn party and I ain't there. I was late. I was late to the party. It was a good time. It was a good time. Okay, let's see. Oh, I was drawing out the geometry. That's right. So today's session, honestly, even this trade, another reminder of why the short side trade has been so difficult the last few weeks. Because that's basically what's been happening. That's why I've only been going long. It just feels like manipulated action. It feels like the market's artificially driving higher so huge shorts can get put on. That's what it kind of feels like. I don't know. You know, the technicals are to the long side. But I will say this about the technicals, about DD ratio up here. Because we haven't we've been in regions on the chart that we haven't transacted in a long time, right? So there was no big options positions for the zones to get derived from, right? So like there was a couple of times, I think it was most days last week and maybe the week before, that like we were in areas where there was just one giant zone. So as we were moving up over the last couple of weeks while we were moving through this new area, of course we're going to end up in a bull zone because the market's been moving up, right? So yes, we have a high DD ratio, but I also am cognizant of the fact that that it's just because there hasn't been a lot of rotation in this area up here, so things are really unbalanced. So of course, like, it's just everything's in a bull zone. Everything's in a bull zone. We haven't really had any down days in this region for bear zones to be created, right? So so right now, you know, we're just kind of trending up, and that's giving DD ratio a very healthy number.
Close to my slow dance, baby, right where we are. Oh, yeah. Lights flashing like we're under the stars. All I want is your hand.
Slow moving now? Yeah, it is slow moving now. It is slow moving now. So here's my read, okay? So let me go to a 15,000 tick chart. It'll make it easier for me to explain my my read. So we opened in this decision block, right? We opened in this decision block, and on Rocket Scooter, we're in a giant bull zone, right? So we opened in this decision block. I did have a long order to enter set up at 25,143. We didn't get down there. I had an order sitting at 25,143. I had a pivot there, right? It's the middle of the zone. So to me, that's a tradable pivot. 25% into the zone and 50% into the zone. But 50% in the zone is usually it's the level that has the most edge. So I had an order sitting there. It didn't quite get filled. It was unfortunate, but then I kind of just had to sit and wait and wait and wait. I was very patient. I waited all the way till we got to this upper zone. And then, let me go to 2,000 tick chart. Oh, this is actually set to a 250 tick. I think maybe last week we were joking around and I set this to a 250 tick chart, and I guess I forgot to change it back. 2,000. Let me change it back to a 2,000. Okay, now we're back on a 2,000 tick chart. So the trade in this upper zone that was available to me was entering at the midpoint of the zone, right? Entering at the midpoint of the zone, target at the top of the zone, right? This is if I was to the long side, which I was thinking when we got up there. And let me go to data series, because I took that trade. Okay, here we go. So you can see, right? I took that trade, entering at the pivot, target at the top of the zone. So I took that trade. But then as we started transacting up here and volume started to thin out, I was like, oh, you know, this feels like it's going to be the turning point for the market back to the downside, just because when you move through a decision block and start moving into another stable block, right? If you're going to claim the stable block, typically you want to see some volume and some participants come in. And I don't know, it just feels like as we've got to the highs here, volume has thinned out. But you could see what preceded is the cluster trying to get this trade to the short side. Just a total cluster, right? Just not clean. Just not clean. You know, I'm scalping in, scalping out, scalping in, scalping out. I didn't like it. And then the final part was, you know, right here. Got short right as the stream was starting. I literally started the room shows up anthem, and we kind of started to look heavy here on the tape, so I entered. And then first take profit, and then obviously this wasn't really a take profit. That was just I flattened the position because NinjaTrader locked up. Yeah, but a possible squeeze target for this If this thing starts squeezing, 25,460, you know, we could get there. It's somewhat neutral from this point because we haven't claimed the stable block overhead. We're just kind of rotating in this decision block here, and it's called a decision block because they're usually deciding points for the market. Unfortunately, we don't have any rocket scooter levels right now in this region because we haven't been transacting here. Because we haven't been transacting in this region of the chart, you know, so there's not a lot of options positions built around here. Spyro said you didn't receive the funded next 25K giveaway you won on the stream 2 Fridays ago. Spyro, we have Slacks, who is like really efficient with processing the giveaways. Reach out to Slacks because that would be a very unusual scenario. So if you reach out to Slacks on Discord, you got to click the link in the description, go to the Discord, go to the contest channel, and send a screenshot of your YouTube ID via direct message to Slacks, SLACKS, and he'll hook you up. Like, no one reaches out to you. You gotta reach out to Slacks. So I'm not sure if you did that. Oh, you know what? Spyro, Slacks just messaged. He said, funded next mark most people submitted recently, should have it soon. Okay. So basically we submit your information to funded next and then they provide the account to you. So it sounds like the holdup is on their end. They're distributing the winners' accounts. They're distributing the winners' accounts. But Spyro, if you didn't get a response from Slacks or you're just looking for an update on Discord, just message him. Because the giveaways are on the up and up. The giveaways are on the up and up. I don't actually know what on the up and up means, but it kind of, I think that's like an old way of saying legit. The elders say up and up. You know, I feel like my dad would say that. He'd be like, yep, everything's on the up and up. I'd be like, all right, Dad, you mean everything's too legit to quit? Like everything's bouse? Is that what you mean, Dad? He'd probably be like, yeah, I mean everything's bouse. On the up and up. It's an elderly person term. Love the elders. We wouldn't be here without them. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway right off the rip. We got 3 giveaways. ETF 10K fast track, EOD. EOD means end of day. If any of you have like an office job or something, if any of you guys have an office job or something, walk into your boss's desk and be like, hey boss, I'm going to be here till EOD. You're going to be there till end of day. See what they say. Report back to us. Tell us what your boss says when you say, I'll be here till EOD if I feel like being here till EOD. Okay. ETF 10K fast track. Let me fire up the giveaway engine. Hey guys, thank you for being here. Make sure you stick around till EOD. End of day. Stick around till EOD. Bookmarks and lists, giveaway engine. Mike H says your boss would make you take a drug test. Oh, definitely don't do that then. Let's bring up the YouTube linkage. YouTube. How many people we got in the house? 370 people in the house. Guys, smash that like button. We're about to do a giveaway for a proprietary account. Day trading. Day trading with Matt. Here we go. 350 people in the house. Guys, smash that like button. We're just in this decision block deciding. Any guys, the code word is not EOD. The code word is not EOD. So don't type it in or you're going to get flagged as a bot. Can I get a suggestion for the code word? Give me some suggestions for the code word. It ain't EOD. Levi Jones just came up with the code word. The code word is not EOD. N-O-T-E-O-D. Okay? It's not EOD. N-O-T-E-O-D. N-O-T-E-O-D. Okay? YouTube's gonna think you guys can't spell noted or something. I don't know. Takisha said, why does it keep auto-correcting to notepad? I don't know. Guys, make sure you stick around till EOD because we're giving away a My Funded Futures 50k Rapid. Make sure you stick around till EOD. That's end of day. And for those of you who don't have a boss, but you like have a team that works for you, maybe walk out of your office and walk to them and be like, hey guys, thanks for staying till EOD. Smash the like button. Just go ahead and give it a tap. Tap, tap, taparoo. Hey, we hit 150,000 subscribers. 150,000 subscribers. Or as the cool kids say, subs. We hit 150,000 subs. 150,000 subs. Might be up to 150,001 by now. Let's see. 384 people in the house. Guys, smash that like button. We're getting squirrely. 151,700. What up? Like 30k people smashed that sub button in like the last month, I think. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's cold. Guys, I made a total rookie mistake. So I have an electric kettle. I made this drink like 5 minutes before the stream, 2 minutes before the stream. But I hadn't boiled the kettle. So I like poured it and I was like, you know, I took the first sip. I was like, uh-oh. Forgot to press the on button on that thing. 174 entrants, 387 people in the house, almost 400 people. It's been a squeezy wheezy day. It's been a squeezy wheezy day. Your boss says if you asked if you could stay till over OEOD, over end of day. Yeah, nah. That boss life was never for me. That sucked. I wasn't about that life. You know? People are like, hey, be here at this time. I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here. I gotta find something where I don't have to listen to someone tell me that. Thank God for trading. Alright. Rogan the Lamb says, dang, Neon, you thought I were better than that? Better than what? Alright, guys. Thank you for staying till EOD. Alright, here we go. 185 likes in the house. 185 entries, rather. Oh, Rogan the Lamb's talking about the kettle? I know. You know, I might have to excuse myself for a minute and make a fresh drink. It's it don't taste quite right. It don't taste quite right. Hey, Crixale. Okay. Serious pause for a second. Crixale says Crixale says you're sad, you're down 4%. You're down 4% in your account. You're crying. Okay. Just think about it. The market's open tomorrow. You know, the market's open tomorrow. 4%. The market's open tomorrow. Just don't spiral. Don't spiral and blow yourself up. You like, you know, your accounts. All right, 206 entries. Okay, here we go. 384 people in the house, 206 entries. We are giving away a ETF 10K fast track EOD end of day. The account's on the up and up. We'll give it 52 seconds, and then we'll do the drawing. We are giving away a prop account. Nice. Volume is totally thinned out up here. Yeah, I mean, if you're down 4%, if you risk, I don't know, a lot of people risk 2% per trade, so that's only 2 risk units. That's pretty normal red day. Depends how much you risk per trade, though. If you risk 1% per trade and you're down 4 risk units, you know, that's a little bit of a crappier red day, but you know. All right, it's giveaway time. It's time for the giveaway. Okay, let's go ahead and show the giveaway engine. Guys, welcome to the room. The room shows up. Giveaway, properties, Brave browser. Okay, show. It's not showing up. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I repositioned it, didn't I? I moved it so it couldn't cover that one, I moved it so it didn't cover that one chart. Okay. Let me make this adjustment. I don't know exactly where it's got to be. Pick a winner. Okay. Obviously not there. Down. Sovereignty. You won. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sovereignty, type something in chat. Use a winner. Okay. They type something in chat. Okay, congratulations. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin named Slacks with a picture of your YouTube ID. And he'll hook you up. He's in there 50 times? No, you only get 1 entry per name. Just 1 entry per name. Sovereignty, you're the winner. I still have 8 boot camps to give away, I believe. Let me see. Let me check the log here. Let's see what year we were on. 6 BC. 6 BC. 6 BC. Interesting year for humanity. 6 BC. Okay, we got 6 boot camps to give away. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a boot camp away. Let's reset the little giveaway engine here. Reset tool. Reset your tool, boy. And then let's get some suggestions for the code word. Let's get some suggestions for the code word for the boot camp. You know what? People sometimes get confused with the boot camp and they don't want to enter because they already have it. So I'm going to make the code word boot camp. Start capturing. Okay. Start capturing. We're capturing. Type boot camp in chat if you're interested in winning a boot camp. We've got 6 boot camps to give away. Check what we got here. 400 people in the house. Giveaway time. Another giveaway. 150k subscribers on the channel. Boosted Dime says Coop Bamp. For those of you who don't know what the boot camp is, so it's only $20 if you don't win. Right? It's a loss leader. It's just to cover the cost of hosting it. Like it's not a profit engine. The reason for the boot camp is to provide information to the community, because people are out there, they're getting fleeced, spending $5,000-$10,000 for just basically stupid education. Not financial advice, but the boot camp's great. So the boot camp is 20 days. It goes over general market and trading information, and then it also goes over the platform on the left-hand side of the screen. That platform is called Rocket Scooter. The bootcamp is taught by the inventor of that platform. The platform draws high-volume tradable pivots at the beginning of every session. Okay, they're derived from options, mostly options, and then there's also a couple that are derived from reverse engineering CME span, which is the essentially derived from margin requirements for the contract. We come up with pivots called DD bands. But the platform draws high volume tradable pivots. Traders love to frame their session and frame trades around them. The levels have undeniable edge, and it's a great platform. You could trade that strategy in isolation, or you could trade it alongside something that you already do if you have something that you do that already works well for you and you're just looking to enhance it. My personal experience when I integrated that platform into my workflow is I saw about a 3 to 5% increase in accuracy, which is very significant. And in probably 2 or 3 years, I'll have an exact number on that I can confidently say, but I know it's going to end up between 3 and 5%. Just based on the 8 months I've been using it, or June, July, whatever, almost a year. Trading the Out says you're trying to join the Rocket Scooter server, but you have a message with an expired link. You should just be able to click the link in the description. All right, 22 entries for the bootcamp. Smash the like button and type bootcamp in chat if you're interested in winning the bootcamp. Here we go. Let's go ahead and say pick a winner. Let's bring up the giveaway engine, and then we'll say pick a winner. 7, 6, 5, 4. For those of you who knew, here we start our countdown at 7. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner. Trading. Trading. Type something in chat. Use a winner. Trading. Congratulations. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin name Slacks with a picture of your YouTube ID. He'll hook you up. Hey, I want to get your guys' opinion on something. I'm gonna make an adjustment to the camera. Want to see if there's a better or worse setting. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more. Warm in color. Tell me if this looks better or worse. Is that better or worse? I warmed up the image. I'll go back. That's before. It's like an optician. 1 or 2? Once again, there's 1, and there's. You remember how the optician does that? You said no difference. Hold on, let me go again. Warmer's better, but needs more. Let me go again. That's warmer. That's 2. I'm not talking smack on iDocs. iDoc watches the stream sometimes. Of course I'm not talking smack on iDocs. Hello, I wear glasses. Without iDocs, I'd be blind. You saw no change? Damn, you guys aren't... Maybe not visually sensitive. Let me warm it up even more. There, now it's really warm. Now I look like I'm in a tanning bed. Now I look like I'm in a tanning bed. Now it's real warm. I look the same to all you guys? It's better? You guys like it better? All right, I'm going to keep it warm for now. David's in the house. What's up, David? It's a cinema camera, so I got to change everything manually. It doesn't do it automatically. I got to set all that stuff manually. It doesn't have an auto setting. Okay. Minimize. Brittany's in the house. What's up, Brittany? Welcome to the room. The room shows up. Brittany shows up. Jake from State Farm said I no longer look like a vampire. Yeah, I think I had the color temperature a little bit on the cool side. A little bit on the cool side. Jake from State Farm said don't go full Trump. Here, I'm gonna do full Trump just for a second, just for fun. Ready? It's gonna be the greatest. It's gonna be the greatest ever. Okay, it's one of those things. Yes, I think it's gonna be the greatest. They said it's the greatest. Right? Yeah, it's the greatest ever. Greatest. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. 4,000. Let's turn that off. Okay. Yes, but my stapler, you took my stapler. You took my stapler. I don't know where my stapler is. Anyone know who that's from? Yes, but okay. Well, you took my stapler, so you guys know? You guys know about that? Come on, you guys don't know? The Office movie. Office Space. Office Space is a classic. Total classic. Office Space. Okay, well he took my. Okay, well I'll burn down the building then. Okay, that's how he talks. Someone says, "What's my bias?" Okay, so let's zoom out to a 15,000 tick chart. Walk you through basically the entire session. So we opened down here in this. If you look on the right side of the screen, this is called a decision block. Okay, so we opened there, and on Rocket Scooter we were in a giant bull zone. Okay, so like my initial thought was to the long side, but the only place I could find I would be able to find an entry would be somewhere in this decision block. So I had an order sitting at 24,143. This was because the zone was so big, it was the kind of it was the kind of area where a resting order would be appropriate, right? For me, a resting order is not always appropriate, but for something like this, it was. So I had an order sitting there because the zone was like 130 points deep. And then I didn't get filled, so I had to watch the market go all the way without me. Then, right, so my read down here was to the long side. I didn't get filled. Then, here's how things kind of started changing. I wait till we get to this decision block up here, right? I like to initiate my trades around the decision blocks, ideally when they line up with a rocket scooter level. We got up to this decision block up here. Market seemed very squeezy. So I entered on a pullback to the midpoint right here. So right here where my cursor is, that's a pivot based on the system that I trade. So I entered there with a target at the top of the zone. I got that trade to the long side. Then volume thinned out at the top. So I haven't shorted in 2 weeks, but this was a place where I was like, okay, we're getting to the top of the range here. We're getting to this decision block. And I said, if there's a place to short from, I'm like, this is it. So I started trying to take this trade to the short side. And I took a couple of short scalps. I got chopped up. And then around 130, around 128, 130, it was right when the stream was starting, I got short. And we started to sell off a little bit. I trimmed the position a little bit, and then I had an issue with my Ninja Trader. So I flattened the trade in my main account, and the trade copier was still running on the server in the background, and it flattened it. It flattened those as well. And then by the time I had Ninja Trader and everything up, it was back around where my entry was, and I just have left it alone ever since. We are like, it's very much become neutral up here, because when we were at the top of the range, right, when we were at this decision block that you see on seeds, right, there's no level I can use for confluence on Rocket Scooter. So my main reason for wanting to take that short was that we get to the top of the range, volume thins out. So I'm like, okay, volume's thinning out. The market's likely going to want to go back to where it was healthily, where the transaction was healthy. So I'm thinking, okay, we're going to come back into the decision, to the stable block below. We've just been rotating up here, and because that didn't happen somewhat quickly, to me, it's gone from 65% to maybe 55%. It's almost a coin flip now from this decision block, in my opinion. I see the trade from both sides. Now, because that thinning volume didn't cause the market to go back into the stable block below as quickly as I would have liked to see. So, so to me, it's somewhat neutral here now. RK's asking if we can give him an account. We do giveaways. We don't selectively like choose someone from chat to give it the accounts to. They're giveaways, so we do give away code words. You'll type it in chat when we do the giveaway, and then it would you get entered into the giveaway. Right? We don't just say, oh, this person asked for one, let's give them one. We keep it fair. No, please, one account, please. No, no, we did the giveaways as that. Don't keep typing that, or someone's going to block you. RK Gaming Zone. Just letting you know, you're going to get blocked if you keep doing it. All right, guys. So anyway, so that's my read. That's the read on the market. And that's the read on the market from here. Oh, Adam Daz came out with a great line. Adam Daz, slam dunk. Adam Daz, do you have kids? Because that's a great line. Adam Daz says we can give away a timeout if you want. Very good. That was good. Okay, what's going on with this monitor here? Roscoe's cringing. Pixel Cal said something else. Okay, let's see. Pixel Kyle, I do not. I do not. Rockstar said, do I think this is a kind of pivot turnaround zone? Yes, I do. I do. However, because of the action that I've seen at this at this zone, there's not a decisive read to one side or the other. I tried it to the short side. I did try it to the short side. It just, the short side trade has been very the short side trade has been very tricky the last few weeks. So and you know what, I haven't shorted in a couple of weeks. This was the first short I've taken, and you know, I immediately, it was the same sort of squeezy action. I feel like there's an opportunity, like when the market does roll over, it's probably going to be a really rapid and big move, but it's just, it's hard to time it. This market is just, it's making the timing on that trade really difficult. Like my accuracy's just been better to the long side. We got let's see. Let's do one. Okay, so we got 5 boot camps. We're down to 5 BC. 5 BC. See, because I think that like I see this trade to the long side as well. Now that we're rotating here, I see this trade to the long side as well, with a target at 25,460. So like it's very neutral here. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Code word boot camp. Let me fire up the giveaway engine here. Reset tool. Boot camp. Start capturing. All right, guys, type boot camp in chat. We're doing a giveaway for a boot camp. And then let's also get a let's get a vote from chat. Who wants to keep the house music on? Who wants to switch to some mixed music? You guys tell me what you want. Should we keep this house list on, or should we switch over? We've started the stream with the house playlist a few times now. Mixed, house, play vibes, house. Damn, people love house out in the fam, huh? House, we've had enough mixing. Mix, booty camp. We do have one country song. We do have one country song. Let me see if I can. I don't know what list I put it on. The new song you made was a house song? Let me put on Tokyo Ticks for. Let me put on. I'll put on Bangers 01. And then I haven't been on Discord, so I don't know what. There's new songs on there, I know. I should go on Discord later and see what's up on there. Boosted Dime says, "Let me get that playlist, Young Blood." What up, Young Blood? 350 people in the house. Let's see where we're at on our likes here. 228 likes. Guys, hit that like button. We got a new member. Hit that like button. Type boot camp in chat. We're giving away a boot camp. Rockstar's out there getting short. Yeah. I'm interested to see where we at here. See how we react if we get up here. Oh, wrong chart. Hold on. Rectangle. Rectangle. See how we react up here. Jake from State Farm, didn't see you much last week. Good to have you here. Hey, if you're in the crowd and you've taken the boot camp and you think it was awesome and you got something out of it, just type the number 10 in chat. Type the number 10. 10. If you've taken the boot camp and you liked it, type the number 10 in chat. Oh, I'm on top chat. There we go. Live chat. We need more country. We need more country songs. I like country. It would be cool if we had more country songs. I love me some country. Examine Life said you start in the boot camp, but it seems Rocket Scooter focused. So part of it's general market information, part of it is Rocket Scooter focused, because the purpose is to also convey the Rocket Scooter strategy, right? Also to convey the Rocket Scooter strategy. But things like the VIX class, the Blind Monkey class, which goes over counting green candles versus red candles on the daily chart, like enlightening people about paying more attention to the huge bottom wicks that you see on red candles, even in down markets. Like those two classes alone can change someone's game drastically. So yes, it is Rocket Scooter focused, but there's also great general information in there as well. It's Fly Dice says huge bottoms are a problem in the United States. That's funny. All right, here we go. Let's pick a winner. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giveaway time. Pick a winner. This person already won today. Wait, did you enter again? Didn't this person win already? Did you win the account or did you win the boot camp? Because you can't win 2 boot camps. I don't know why you... Hey, TT Trading, did you win a boot camp earlier or did you win the prop account? TT Trading. TT Trading won an account and now you want a boot camp? My dog. Well, you know what? There wasn't that many entries for the boot camp, so the probability of winning was over 5%. The probability of winning was over 5%. So, statistically speaking, I mean, and don't forget, this is an independent event, right? The probability of winning this boot camp is not tied to the probability of, you know, the other event. They're independent events. So, that's called a coincidence. All right, here we go. TT Trading, congratulations. You won an account and you won a boot camp. It's your lucky day. Click in the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel, message the admin name, Slacks, with a screenshot of your YouTube ID, and he will hook you up. Price and participation vary. See store for details. 370 people in the house. Smash the like button. The squeeze continues. Actually, you know what? It's just a grind higher. To be, it's a grind higher. It's a grind higher. Okay, so that's 4B. Okay, so 4 boot camps remain. 4 BC. Not sure what kind of year that was for humanity. 4 BC. Fibonacci. I mean, positive DD ratio. We're in a bull zone. Positive MHP resilience. Positive hedge presser resilience. I mean, everything kind of points up, so it does make sense.
MT5 on screen, go candle jumping, moving too clean. Daily bias, slugged, I don't chase no green. I let price pull back, 06 win 8 routine. Rick so tired, I could breathe on it. 05 lot, then I double if I see.
Jake from State Farm would like to short VWAP. I mean, I would assume we're above VWAP. It makes sense, yet it doesn't. Well, no, it kind of makes total sense. Every single technical points up. So, I don't know. But I mean, then again, I don't check the news. So, if there's something in the news that makes everyone think otherwise, I guess that would make sense what Hugh Watch me saying. Let's see if we cap out here. Let's see if we cap out here. Somebody said oil tanker buy. He watched me, said you were focusing on news. Got it. Yeah, I only look at the chart, so that's probably why it, you know, because the news always confuses me.
Numbers jump, that's the way. Je fais mon plan avant l'entrée. Just talk, I obey. Pas de FOMO, pas de panique jamais. Pas de panique jump. Pas de panique jump. Pas de panique jump. Pas de panique jump. I flip charts like a dealer. Profit run, I'm a killer. French side, spot a trade so winner. If you don't risk none, you never get richer. Market open, I glide. Snap on tree on the right side. French side, typical shit.
247 likes, 382 people in the house. Guys, we've got wow, it's 4 minutes to power hour already. Just me and my cold drink. Ugh, unbelievable. Can't believe I did that. All right. So we've got a 25K. Here's the two remaining. We still have boot camps to give away, and we've got 2 prop accounts to give away. The 2 prop accounts to give away we have are Funded Next, 25K Rapido, and a My Funded Futures 50K Rapid. I don't know why Funded Next calls theirs Rapido and why My Funded Futures calls theirs Rapid, but that's what we have. See if I missed anything in chat. I'm Liquidity said position. This is talking about the boot camp because someone was saying is Rocket Scooter focused. Position sizing class, Blind Monkey, VIX, budgeting, a prop firm, EST trades, sit out analysis. Yeah, all that stuff's non-Rocket Scooter stuff that's really helpful.
Liquidity pocket, price starts to glide. Half gap by, I'm along for the ride. Shots on my map, no turning back now. Bull zone's my fortress.
humming, MHP strong. Bullzone's holding, I'm where I belong. Monthly maps got my heart's keeping time. EST, baby, this trade is mine. Rise to riches, I'm staking my claim.
Guys, how's the music volume? Is the music volume good? Let me know if it's a little bit too high or a little bit too low. Esteban says, do I use AMP for the rocket screw to data feed? I use Optimus. I use Optimus, but it's all the same. But AMP is the most popular because it has a lower minimum deposit.
No more despair. Prop firm
I think AMP's is 100 and I think Optimus's is 500.
They're my battle plan. From the grind to glory. I'm my own man. Rise to riches. Break the cage. Rocket scooter. Rise the page. Push fan roars. My dreams ignite.
D's Cut says, what's my personal favorite prop firm to use? I don't have much experience with the prop firms. But so far, I mean, I've only tried TPT and Lucid, and TPT's fine. Lucid's fine too. I just have had problems with Lucid with the trade copier. So right now I'm only doing the TPTs. I had no issues with the trade copier today. Even saw it. I had to flatten a position from my phone because I lost connection to my server. And I had a trade open in my main account at the same time. It was the same trade, just different size. And so when I lost access to my server, I flattened that position from my phone. And the trade copy apparently was still running on the server. It flattened everything. So that's cool. Lauren said, am I trading with no stop? No, I always use a stop. Usually I have a stop on the books. The stop on the books is usually beyond. Sometimes it's my exact stop. Sometimes if it's a trade where I'm like using a stop area, I'll usually put a stop on the books, but it'll be beyond where I'm actually stopping out. It's just like an emergency stop. But yeah, no, I always trade with a stop, either mental or on the books. These cuts I use Replicanto right now.
Chains steady on the path, I trust the flow. One step closer where dreams overflow.
One payout shivers, one day's a war. A steady beat rises from the floor.
Strength continues here. Strength continues.
One step at a time, our hearts aflame. Rocket scooter guides, I claim my name.
That short idea, I was thinking I'm now much less interested in it. I'll tell you why. The entire reason I was interested in that was because volume thinned out as we got up here. Now that we're moving into this stable block overhead, more volumes come back into the market. So now it's like, I don't know. It's just, it's getting even harder to read that short side trade. But I mean, if we're gonna stop, I would say it's probably gonna be somewhere around here in this box that I drew.
One step, one trade, one payout's my roar. One day
Chesterfrack. Okay, so Chesterfrack just said something that I was observing in the morning. Chesterfrack said, every time we come into resistance, they seem to be dropping news. So I didn't see the news, but I saw the catalysts on the chart throughout the morning. So I would tend to agree with what Chesterfrack just said. And Chesterfrag, I don't know if you were on earlier, but I said that it feels like a heavily manipulated session. It feels like a session where there's catalytic spikes. It's almost like they're trying, the market is trying to go higher. But it's almost like it's going higher because it wants to go lower. I don't know. That's just, I know that probably doesn't, I don't know. That's just what it feels like, because this doesn't feel like organic action to me. This doesn't feel like organic action to me. This action feels very suspect. If this feels very suspect. Lauren said you keep blowing up. So my name is Neon. We have 3 streamers on. We have 3 shows on this channel so far. Matt, aka Matoski, streams in the morning. I stream in the afternoon. Sir Darb, aka Brad, aka Sir Darb, streams in the evening. So I'm Lauren. I'm Neon. But you said you keep blowing evals. What should you do? So this is not financial advice. However, if someone kept blowing evals, not you, but some hypothetical person kept blowing evals, I would say to them, I mean, if you keep blowing evals, either, you know, you have edge, but you don't know how to size trades correctly. So you're blowing evals before your edge has time to realize or over a number of trades, or you just have no edge, right? So if someone keeps blowing evals, you know, one of those is their problem. They have edge, but they don't know how to size trades. So they don't have a cohesive strategy, or they just have no edge and possibly also don't know how to size trades. So what I would tell someone is, as far as hold on, someone says, as far as you see, I don't trade, I just talk. Well, I had a trade on going into the stream, so maybe as far as you, maybe you don't see. Okay, going back to Lauren's question. So I would say take the boot camp and look into the Rocket Scooter platform. It's for people who don't have, edge or don't have patience. For people who don't have edge or don't have patience, I would say, like, maybe Harley user, like, use that person as an example. That person probably has no patience. They're probably bashing the keys to get into trades constantly, because they think if you're in front of a chart, you should just be bashing in and getting in positions. So that's a good example of why the boot camp can help. You know, might teach you some discipline, teach you a strategy that works, and then you could stop blowing evals. That would be my recommendation. Good question though. But I think that Rocket Scooter is like the fast track for people who don't have edge or don't have risk management or not profitable. It's like a cheat code. It's like a cheat code. Guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button. 392 people in the house, 258 likes. We got people in chat asking me to slam on a trade at some random time for the F of it. Pickling and fickling. Jake from State Farm. What's up, bro? All right. Let's do... It's Power Hour. Okay, let's do another prop account. Let's do another prop account. Let's do another prop account. Then let's do a boot camp, then another prop account, okay? Okay. So, someone said I'm from Sinaloa. Okay, here we go. Let's give away our second prop account of the session. Let me let me reset the tool. All right, let's get some suggestions for the code word. It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time. TT Trades. TT trades. Give these other people a shot. TT trades. If you're out there, give these other people a shot. Let's get some suggestions for the code word. I'm liquidity, got it. I'm liquidity, yes. Because to me, this is the tail of this session. The code word is manipulation. Manipulation. Because this feels like a heavily... This is such a shady session. This is such a shady session. Like... The amount of catalysts I've seen... There've been like single candle... Like 5,000 contract BS catalysts. The market has just been... Every time the market has tried to sell off, there's been like some catalyst on the chart that's been like, no, go a little higher. No, go a little higher. No, go a little higher. It just seems like a bogus chart today. Be very careful. This does not seem like organic price action to me. Hey, SR20DT said you had to do it in all caps. You aren't sure if you spelled it right? Dude, honestly, I typed it in really slow into the giveaway engine. Because I was thinking the same thing. Liquidity said, it feels like big players are painting the tape. It just feels like... I don't know if you guys remember like 3 weeks ago. It was 3 weeks ago. It was like a Thursday or a Friday. And we were at the top of the range, and I was saying it got super liquid at the top of the range. But I was saying, hey, this doesn't seem like it's liquidity because it was a healthy market. It seemed like it was liquidity because weak shorts were stopping out and big shorts were entering. This kind of feels like that again. The only difference might be that, like, I don't know, maybe those strong shorts are going to get squeezed over the next week or two. But it feels like the same sort of action. Weak shorts stopping out, big shorts entering. Like reloading. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I'm happy with how I navigated it. Actually, I would give myself a B because I was a little bit too... When I first initially entered that short, it was somewhere in lunchtime before the stream. And I was a little bit impatient on the entry. Had I been more patient on the entry, I would have got my full trade off. Like the trade would have been over before 130. I think my 130 entry was a little bit like... It was like the second attempt at that trade. The entry was fine, but that same entry price was available about an hour before, and it was a lot cleaner that time. But the first time I took it, I entered a little bit. My cost basis was not very good. And it just wasn't my best trade. One trade T said I did all right, Green Brother. Yeah, I did all right, but I would say, one trade T, I appreciate that, but I don't really judge my session on my P&L. I judge my session more on my performance, because there's days where my P&L is red, but I performed really well. The job is to exercise your edge and get good entries at good spots, and of course, sometimes those trades will lose, but I would rather. Like there's sessions, like I give myself a B today and I'm green. There's sessions where I'd be red, but give myself an A, so that's what I'm being more critical of, how well I traded. But I appreciate the kind words. Lauren said, does anyone in here trade with no stop? Hey, Lauren, do you mean no stop on the books or no stop meaning you're just never going to stop out? Which do you mean, Lauren? Because a lot of people trade with no stop on the books. A lot of people trade with no stop on the books. My execution algorithm, the way I have it set up is the stop is held on server side. So when I'm trading in my main account, the stop is not visible to the market. It's held locally. I have it set up that way. So my stop's not visible to the market. Like my emergency stop, it's when the market crosses that price, the algo then submits an exit order to the market. So if I'm using that execution algorithm, my stop's not visible to the market. So like there's different ways to, you know, some people trade with a stop on the books, some people trade with a mental stop, some people trade with something like, you know, like I sometimes do, where I have a stop but it's server side and it's not present on the market. So that can mean a lot of different things to different people. One Tracy says, when your account gets to 0, it will automatically stop. Yeah. I mean, not quite 0. It'll automatically stop when you get to minimum margin requirements. But yeah, basically, yeah. But yeah, so Lauren, that's the answer from me and the community. But thank you for being here. 412 people in the house. We're giving away a prop account. Let's go. We got some prop specials going too. So we're giving away right now Funded Next 25K Rapido. It's a $1,500 target, $1,000 drawdown, no daily loss limit. If you're from New York, it's no daily loss limit. No activation fee, no minimum benchmark days. It's a one-time fee only. It's no fee if you win, but if you're buying it, it's one-time fee. 2 minis, 10 micros in max in challenge phase. 3 minis, 15 micros in the funded stage. That's the account. The kid said, how do you win? All you gotta do, just smash the like button and type the code word. The code word's manipulation. Manipulation. The code word's manipulation. In honor of the code word's manipulation in honor of my high school girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. She manipulated me. I'm kidding. No, it's because Trump's or someone's been manipulating the market today. Gabe said La Toxica. All right, 237 entries. I'm gonna drop the giveaway in 1 second. Let me just see what our promos are right now. Okay, Tradify 40% off all accounts, first 5 uses, and then 30% off. Hey, maybe I should get some Tradify accounts. That's cool. Buy 5 Tradify accounts, 40% off. Nice. My Funded Futures. 25K Rapids for $87. Or you can get a 25K Flex for $49 for your first time. Just go there and be like, hey guys, it's my first time. I'll be like, all right, no problem. $49 for a 25K Flex. What up? ETF 90% off all non-fast track evals. Funded Next. No promotion right now. Futures Desk, no promotion right now. Take Profit Trader, 40% off. And then Phidias is 50% off static evals. 60% off funded and swing evals. And Lucid's 40% off. And guys, don't forget, if you subscribe to the channel and you spend over $1,000 with the proprietary accounts, you get entered to a giveaway for lifetime as well. $415 people in the house, almost 300 likes. Nice. Okay. 1 minute and 7 seconds remains in the giveaway. If you're just joining, we're giving away a funded next 25K Rapido. They asked us to say it like that. Not sure why, but apparently they've renamed it to Rapido. So we honor that request. I just made that up. So yeah, enter, type manipulation in chat. It's a manipulated session. Someone out there manipulating the market. Just what it feels like today. But you know what? The market probably going, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be like a there's just going to be some sort of boom drop. This maybe, I don't know. Maybe a exhaustion gap up and then just an annihilation sell-off day. I don't know. John Pirano said how many times you can enter. You can enter one time. You can enter one time from one account. If you have like burner accounts and you enter multiple times, it will like we have systems to identify that, and then you'll be no longer eligible for any giveaway. So it's just one time. If you type the word twice, you still only get entered once. So but some people's strategy, some people do type it in 37, 38, 39, 40-ish times. Just to double check that it registered, but that's not required. One single time is all you need to do. Marlon said Neon is like, we have nerds that will find you. We do have nerds. We're a community. We're very much a community of nerds, you know? I put myself in that bucket. I was always a closet geek. You know? Let's see what we got here. Okay. It's time. It's time for the giveaway. 293 likes. Can we just juice that up a little bit? Brave giveaway engine. Okay, here we go. 267 entries.
When the door first cracked open, this ain't luck. This is blood on the token.
7, 6, 5, 4. It's giveaway time. 3, 2, 1. It's time to pick a winner. Mark Dunes, step up to the plate. You have won yourself a prop account. Anyone else? Anyone out there watch UFC? You guys ever watch the he watched me says rigged. No, it says re-roll. Give him a second. Mark Dunes, you in the house, my dog? The UFC media ask the same questions in the press conference every time. And Dana White says the same thing back every time. Like, it's all, here's my impression of the press conference for the, hey Dana, so what does it mean to be back in Miami? Yeah, listen, it's like, we love it here. Like, they're great here. We broke the gate again. Absolutely great place to be. And like tonight's fight, total savages. I mean, just total savages. And listen, I'll say this. I don't know when we're going to be back, but we will be back. Like he always says the same thing. All right, Mark Dunn's. All right, Mark Dunn's just in the nick of time. Mark Dunn's just in the nick of time. Congratulations. You just won yourself a prop account. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Looking jacked. Message the admin name Slacks with a picture of your YouTube ID. He'll hook you up. He'll hook you up. He'll hook you up. Congratulations. You won a 25K prop account. Do I like hardcore punk? Like, I don't know what hardcore punk is. I'd have to hear it. I like different kinds of music. I like this song.
Zooming down the chart on my rocket scooter, baby. Neon candles flickering, looking kind of wavy. Red Sea parting, blood in the streets, they panicking.
I used to do a little rap. I used to write some raps in high school. I should write a little rap. Buy that dip.
Everybody knows, yeah. I don't chase the pump, nah. I French kiss the dump. Put my lipstick on the wick, leave a mark when it jump.
Let's hear something off the dome? No way. No way. No. I ain't prepared for that. That was like 20 years ago. That was like 20 years ago. You made a hardcore punk song called Do You Even Trade, bro? The Do You Even Trade? I didn't even know the Do You Even Trade is a meme. That's a meme? I'll listen to it though. International? It's a worldwide meme? Really? Is it like Do You Even Lift? Remember Do You Even Lift with Vitaly? Do You Even Trade? Are you guys making it up? Let me see. Do you even trade, bro? Oh yeah, look at this. I don't really know about memes and stuff. I'm not really, I usually don't see all that kind of stuff. I watched Brad's stream. I was there last night. I mean, I know you guys have referred to it a lot on that stream, but I didn't know it was like a worldwide meme. Is it a worldwide meme or are you guys just making that up? Tell me, is it a worldwide meme or are you guys just making it up? Because I don't know about memes, so I would believe it either way. Oh, it's our meme. Okay. It's our meme. Got it. I think I might wear my clear glasses tomorrow. What do you guys think? Should I wear clear glasses tomorrow? I got clear frame glasses. Should I switch it up? Every night somebody asks if he even trades. T-Woot says, oh, is that where the meme comes from? I mean, that just, people are inexperienced, you know? Like, I think a lot of new traders think that trading is just bashing the keys constantly. In, out, in, out, in, out. You know, that's really not how it is for most people. If some hyper scalpers, I guess, maybe, but those strategies tend to be hard to scale because you can't trade with, it's hard to hyper scalp with size, you know? So what are you going to do? 3-4 years into career, you're going to have to change your whole strategy probably. Someone Someone should make a song that's called "Just Slam on a Trade." Because I always, like, when I'm referring to a hack trade, I always refer to slamming on a trade. Like, let me just slam on a trade. Like, to me, that's what I call, like, a hack trade. Someone should make a song called, like, "Just Slam on a Trade." Levi Jones said, you disagree, you hyperscale order flow, it's universal, any market. Levi Jones, I totally agree with you. But try... You can't hyperscalp with large size. You're going to get crazy slippage. You know? So, like, later in a career, it's going to be hard to use that strategy. Your size is going to be capped. Because you need liquidity to get in and out. So if you hyperscalp, but you trading with size and you get 8 points of slippage on NASDAQ, you know, what are you going to do? So the same analysis still stands true. Let's go to a 15,000 tick chart just to talk about it. So we opened in this decision block, right? We opened in this decision block. I had a long entry down at, I think it was 25,143. Didn't get filled. So I had to sit through this whole move. We made our way up to this decision block. There was one long, well, technically it was two long opportunities. I took the first. So I took a long at the pivot, took profit at the top of the block. Then I started looking for a short side trade. Tried to scalp it a couple of times in the late morning session. No, it was lunchtime. Wasn't able to find a good entry. And then I was holding, I got short again right as the stream was starting. Had a little trade to the short side, and then that's been it since. We're now sitting in this we've claimed this upper stable block. To me, just visually, you know, based on the zones, the layout of the zones, I see a possible stopping point for the market here, right here where we're at. That's why I drew this box here. But it's not like a 65%. There's no 65% edge there. Joker 257 said, by stopping point, do I mean range? I mean, it's basically, it's a possible pausing spot because it's near the middle of this stable block. But I would not initiate a trade there. To me, the reason I say it's more a possible stopping point is because on a long side trade, to me, this is a good place to take profit. That's why. Like, this is kind of like a mini decision block in the stable block. But because of the action we've been seeing, like, if I was in a long trade, I'd be taking profit here, but I'm not going to go ahead and put a short on here. AK, I wouldn't say 64%. I would say like, honestly, based on this action, 50-50. But I would be trimming along here. But we could still squeeze up. You know, this is not a pivot other than it's near the middle of the decision block, of the stable block rather. And we do not have any rocket scooter levels for confluence here. We have DD band at 25,585, and we have a decision block at 25,5, basically the same area. So this area up here is also right around DD band. DD band would be right where my crosshair is, right? So this decision block up here lines up with where DD band is on NASDAQ. But I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna put on a short trade just here right in the middle of the stable block. No way. Too much chance of it squeezing. Steve said, did Matt cut his trade? I don't know what side of the market was he trading. And I don't know. Not sure. He was short? Yeah, I don't know. Based on the chart, I would say probably. He's probably cut it. But who knows? Depends. I don't know how he structured that trade. Yes, we have one more account giveaway. We got one more account giveaway, and we'll do one more boot camp. So we're at 4 boot camps. Let's get it down to 3. Okay. So let's give away another boot camp. 3 BC. All right, guys. Type boot camp in. Oh, hold on. Let me fire up the giveaway engine. Fire up the giveaway engine here. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? Filter messages, filter duplicate users, boot camp, start capturing messages. All right, type boot camp in chat. If you're one of the 4 people who just typed it, type it one more time. It just started monitoring now. Sorry about that. Rogue said we keep going further back in time. What do you mean? Is this an old song or something? What do you mean? Further back in time. Great Scott! Back to the Future. Because the BC keeps getting smaller? BC. The BC. BC. Oh, I see. I got it. No, 3 BC is more recent than... no, 3 BC is more recent than 4 BC. We're going forward in time. Because it goes 3 BC... 2 BC, 1 BC, 0, and then it goes 1 AD, 2 AD, 3 AD, 4 AD. We're going forward. Oh, here comes the squeezage. Yeah, BC is like negative numbers, yeah. Okay, only 27 entries for the boot camp. Look how official I look when I'm holding the pen. The pen just feels... The pen feels like there's a giveaway going on. Jake from State Farm said, shoulda long DD. Yeah, but like, DD was pre-market. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, Jake. Would you still be holding now if you long DD banned? That's like saying shoulda bought... Jake. That's like saying shoulda bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. My dog. Oh, guys, okay. Do you want to know a really tragic story? Back in back when Bitcoin like was first a thing, I was trying to buy some. I think it was like $7 a coin or something. I was trying to buy some on like some janky website, and the card wouldn't go through, and I just gave up. I wonder, like, I think I was trying to buy like $700 worth. I wonder, like, how long I would have held it for. I always wonder. I always wonder.
I told you once, I'll tell you slow. The market's a woman, she don't like desperate.
One trade, so you thought it would turn down here? That's why you don't trade this time of day? Yeah, it's super sketchy. Also, I don't like to initiate. I don't really initiate trades in the middle of a stable block. They're stable blocks. Like, market finds stability in the stable blocks usually. Like, market often finds rotation in them. So directionally, it can be very difficult to read.
Rocket scooter knows the truth in the flame. Rocket scooter might just save you from the grave. The chart don't give a damn. The chart don't give a damn about you.
All right, let's do our giveaway. 21 minutes to the close. We're squeezing. I should have been more aggressive to the long side today, but you know what? This wasn't the session. I don't know. Like, when I minimize the chart, I'll show where I thought about re-entering long. There was a valid second long entry. Let me just okay, here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Trading funds 111. Trading funds 111. Use a winner. Type something in chat.
Rocket scooter knows the truth in the flame. Rocket scooter might just save you from the grave. The chart don't give a damn. The chart don't give a damn about you.
Trading funds. You want the boot camp? Congratulations. You won yourself a boot camp. Possibly life-changing. Not financial advice, but honestly, the boot camp changes lives out there for sure. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin named Slacks with a screenshot of your YouTube ID. He will hook you up. Congratulations. Zil from Finland's in the house. What's up, Zil? Zil just joined. Trading funds, congratulations on your win. Guys, we've still got one more prop account to give away. 19 minutes till the close. We're sitting in the middle of a stable block. We got DD Band way up overhead, along with a decision block up there. We're just sitting in the middle of a stable block here. Oh, anyways, let me go over let me go over where the acceptable long, for the way I trade, the acceptable long entries were. Okay, so the first was the one that I took, which was, the first was the one that I took, which was here. Somewhere in there. Let me see. Data series. Oh, yeah. My entry was right there. Okay. So the first was right there. The second was... Let me just turn these chicken pox off the chart. The second was right here. And then I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Those were the two with the most edge. This second level, the higher level, that's a fine long entry as well. But the stop it's a larger stop. It's a larger stop. Like the target on the middle of the zone is usually the top of the zone. The target on the higher entry is this line up here, right? So the target is a lot farther on the shallower entry. It did get there, but see, the target on this entry is here. Target on this entry is here. Target on the higher entry is all the way up here because the higher entry needs to use a wider stop because the overall stop on the trade is this area down here. This orange line. It's a lot easier for me when there's a rocket screw to level that I can use for confluence. It's been an unusual environment the last two or so weeks that I've been trading almost exclusively off of seeds levels because I haven't had rocket screw to levels for confluence because we've been opening in large bear zones or large bulls, basically large bull zones. I think there was one day last week where MHP was in play, and I think it was MHP and a bull zone bottom, and MHP, a bull zone bottom, and maybe some other pivot were all overlaid with each other, and it was a really responsive pivot. You know. It's you know, it's one of those things where like ignorance is bliss. Like now that I have the rocket screw to levels, when I don't have a level for confluence, it gives me pause. It slows me down. Like when I only had seeds, you know, I kind of would be like, okay, like I'd be like, well, whatever. I got a zone, I'm trading it. Whereas now I'm more like, yeah, I have a zone, but I don't have confluence for rocket scooter, so I know my edge is lower. So I take that into account, right? Knowing something exists that gives you additional edge when you're not able to use it when you're not able to use it for confluence, like, you know, statistically the edge is then degraded. So, you know, I trade with that knowledge. Okay, our last giveaway account is a My Funded Futures 50K. This one's not a Rapido. This one's a Rapid. This one's a Rapid. So let's see. Did we do another? Oh, did we do the other boot camp? Trading funds. Trading funds. Was that? Yeah. Okay. So we got 3 boot camps left. Okay. Let's get some suggestions on the code word. Let's get some suggestions on the code word. Yeah, this one's not Rapido. This one's just Rapid. Hot potato. Hot potato. Hot potato. Let me reset the tool. Don't type it in yet. Don't type it in yet. Hot potato. Okay, code word is hot potato. We're monitoring. The room shows up. Hot potato, hot potato. Oh, kettle off would have been a good one as well. Because I've been, look, today's the first day. Like, I barely put a dent in this because it's been cold. Just tastes. Doesn't taste right when it's cold. I wonder if Mike H is still in here. I wonder if he's tried it cold before. The barley drink. Does anyone know what he is using to see order blocks? Who is he? Who is he? Because I don't. None of us use order blocks. Lauren, let us know. We can help. We can help answer that. Not sure who you're referring to. Thank you for being here, everyone. Guys, if you didn't already, hit the like button. We gave away a bunch of boot camps. We gave away a bunch of prop accounts. MOC incoming. We're sitting in what I would say is probably a very stable zone, so I don't know that we're going to get a directional drive out of MOC, but we'll see. Look at me. I call the MOC all prim and proper. It's called mock. My alarm just went off. I have an alarm for mock. Oh, look at this. Look at this squeezage. Some more whippage before we go down, do you think, or what? Boing. If there was a word for that candle, it would be boing. Boing. Hot potato. I got the sound effect right, didn't I? I kind of nailed the sound effect. Boing. Look at this squeezage. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, you know what? This is good for the overnight session. You watched me said it pairs well with the name of the show. Now the question is, after the session, I'm curious where this decision block will move to. Or maybe it won't move. I'll refresh the blocks after the close. Because then I'll need to make a decision if I want to take a buy at 25,386 when it comes back, if it comes back down there. What a squeeze. What a squeeze. Look at that move. What a move. I should have just, I don't know. I guess I should have just stuck to my original thesis and stayed on the long side. But what are you going to do? D's Cut says, what's the upper DD level on NQ? It is 25,585. And I also have a decision block up there. 25,580, 25,585, 25,586. So this is a real interesting spot up here. Kevin July 2024. What's up, G? What the heck said, it feels like manipulation. You did correct based on proper knowledge. You know what? What the heck? I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that. You know what? Yeah, what the heck? You're right. I stuck with my guns that this felt like manipulation. You're right. You're right. There was a reason I abandoned my long thesis in the middle of the because I was long biased until we got here. And then I took one long here. I waited all session. My first trade of the day. My first trade of the day today was after 12 p.m. After 12 p.m. It was very, you know, I was very patient. But yeah, I took the long and then I tried to take it short here and, you know. 6 minutes till to close. 420 people. In the house. Smash that like button. Hot potato. All right, let's do the drawing. 420 people still in the house. It's pinned right on 420. Levi June said, careful, it's heavy. Same company? Yeah, I think most companies allow 5. I think most companies allow 5. Look at this. I wonder there's gonna be another banger of a stream tonight. Because look, this is an interesting place for us to be moving into right now. Let me draw the geometry for this. Oh, shoot. Let me just... Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Are you gotta be kidding. Anyways, Shadow Busy said, am I gonna trade the Asia session? No, I'll probably still wait. I'll probably still wait for tomorrow. I'll probably still wait for tomorrow. Because I don't know. I will say this. Based on today's action, I wouldn't be surprised if we take back the entire day's range overnight. But that might not happen for 2 or 3 more sessions. Like, the short side trade has been so difficult to time. This is why I haven't been shorting. Today was the first day I shorted in the last 2 weeks, and it was difficult. So, this started about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I started to see that even in the big down days, we were getting such responsive bounces at pivots. So I was like, yeah, I'll just trade to the long side. And then today was the first day I was like, all right, this might be it. And I still couldn't get it. All right, let's do the drawing. 233 entries. We're going to go in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner. Congratulations, your winner is DL385. Step up and claim your prize. DL385. Step up to claim your prize. DL385, mate. Step up to claim your prize. Hey, DL 385, step up to claim your prize, buddy. Bot. Rigged. DL 385's in the house. What's up, brother? Congratulations on the win. You just won yourself a prop account. You's a winner. You just won yourself a My Funded Futures 50K Rapid. That's RAP ID. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin name Slacks. Send him a screenshot of your YouTube ID. He will hook you up. Congratulations. All right, mate. How you doing, mate? Go on and grow a Funded Futures. Wow, so lucky. My Funded Futures. Yeah, My Funded Futures is good. You won yourself a My Funded Futures account. Congratulations. My Funded Futures, they're really good. Wow, congratulations. You won yourself a My Funded Futures account. We're at the Upper DD band here. Welcome to the market. The year is 1953. We're at Upper DD band here. It looks like we might break through. It's been quite a manipulated session out here. Congratulations! The stock market is rallying. That's my, like, 1946 voice. Alright, guys. That's the close. We closed at session highs. What a crazy session. Am I a comic book guy? Nope, I'm a real person. I'm a real person. I'm not a comic book character. Can I please say the number? Oh, do I like comic books? No, I've never really messed with a comic book. Yeah, I never really messed with them. I mean, they're cool, I guess. I don't really know about them, though. I was more of a Legos myself. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you tune into Darb stream tonight. Make sure you tune in, right? You'll be one of thousands of people tuning in. that stream's a banger. All right? That stream's a banger. It's like a nightclub out there. It's just packed. You know, it's like this. You gotta like scoot through. It's just mobbed with people. Make sure you show up. Make sure you show up to the nightclub. His stream's at 7 p.m. Eastern. There was thousands of people on it, okay? Make sure you show up. If you don't show up, you're missing out. That's it for me. It's time for me to have an actual warm drink. Take it easy, fam. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'll probably be in chat for a little bit tonight as well. Until tomorrow, I'm out. Peace!